April was National Poetry Month, and after many promises, I have finally decided to share a reading of one of my poems. It's an old poem that was published online. No money for it, of course, because there was no money in poetry. Unless, well, you don't write the dark stuff. Doesn't always find a home on the internet. In poetry, sometimes it does. But today I will be sharing with you a poem called Blink. All I needed that night was a fix. I didn't plan to kill myself. My mouth watered at the sight. My hands shook with anticipation of the smack in my works. High as hell, not much could kill that buzz. The revolver on the table between us and a suggestion. A game. Voice in my head whispered, "Why the fuck not?" Another said, "Are you stupid?" The barrel was cold and tasted of gunpowder and oil when I placed it in my mouth and looked across the table at my opponent. Pulled the trigger and heard the loudest click I've ever heard. Put the gun between us on the table and smiled. A challenge. Our eyes met and locked for a moment. He swallowed hard and picked up the gun, spun the chambers, placed the barrel against his head, closed his eyes, pulled the trigger. Click. Back to the center of the table went the gun. I reached out and picked it up. The metal wasn't as cold now. Spun the chambers around. Put the gun to my head and took a deep breath. Suddenly my arm was jerked upward and startled I pulled the trigger. The bullet tore through the ceiling, deafening to me. My friend who came in behind me saved me from myself, his eyes wide in fear and astonishment. Took the gun from my fingers and threw it out the window. My opponent left quickly after one look at my friend's face. My friend hugged and rocked me, making promise. Never again, never again. He cried and said, "It's not that bad." I nodded and said, "But I just didn't want to be the one to blink." Let me know any suggestions, feelings, or thoughts you have on this. For all you people out there, take care. See you soon.